Hey everybody, it's Mike again, and today we're going to talk about DeepSeek V3. It was just released a few days ago. I've been doing some testing with some website stuff. I think it's hilarious though when all these new models come out that all these people make exactly the same videos where they're, let's make a to-do app. Let's make a snake game. Who cares? Anyways. DeepSeek, though, it is an open source. You can technically download this and run it on your own computer. I'll leave all the links below so you can see all this. And I do want to mention that Open Router, there is a free version of it. So that could be awesome. But in today's video, we're going to build a website like I did in that last video where I had Claude build a website. I already have the project set up, and I want to show you I am using DeepSeek V3. I will be using Rockstart because Rockstart is the best. So I will be using this prompt here. Very good prompt that our buddies over at Income Stream Surfers have made. I have adjusted it, adapted it to my own use, and it's extremely an amazing prompt. So we're going to see how much I can do, or how much it can do, on building a website pretty much with one shot, right? That's what makes this fun. So I do want to mention that I already have the basic setup here. I have all the pictures in here. So I have service pictures, I have house stock pictures, logo pictures. I took all of this stuff from their website, and we're just going to pull in the prompt. So I'm just going to copy that, and we're going to go all the way to the end. We're going to go copy. And of course, before I get going, I always like to mention, if you're using Rockstart, start on the architect, and then I'm just going to paste in my prompt, make sure all the stuff is correct here. I think we're good. So we're in architect. Let's see where this goes. Well, that's a good start. That's even a better start. So I think that's funny right there. It says Rockstart uses complex prompts and iterative tasks that execute may be too challenging for less capable models. For best results, it's recommended. So we're not going to use Rockstart. So let's go back to our file here. I've already got Cline. Come back here. And let's go to our settings. Let's go back to Open Router. And then I'm going to search DeepSeek V3. And let's try the free model again. And in act mode, we need to make sure we change this to DeepSeek V3. Plan mode and act mode are both DeepSeek. We're going to take our prompt again. I'm going to paste it in there. I'm going to go to plan. Always make sure you're on plan to start. We are on DeepSeek. Let's see if this works. So it was asking about specific color preferences, even though I don't think we gave it colors. Oh, finally, it found the colors. Now I can already say, if you watched my other video using Claude, it was a lot more advanced than this. I mean, we do have a cool little mermaid design here. So it says, would you like me to proceed with this plan or make any adjustment? Proceed with the plan, adjust the color scheme, different page structures, keywords. So after looking over all this, I'm just going to proceed with the plan. And so once again, we ran right into an error. So can I use DeepSeek or not? So my only other option here is let's try switching to a non-free version. So let's switch to the DeepSeek non-free. And I'll go into the act, and then we'll get rid of free. So both plan and act. So done. So let's hit resume and see what happens. So right now it's making all the directories, even though I didn't specify 2 languages. It's making the English one, which is nice because if I decide to add a Spanish website to this or whatever other language, at least English is already separated and it's not gonna cause any issues. But this is going extremely slow. If you watch my video with Claude, I mean, it just bam, 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 bam. So obviously you cannot use the free version. I mean, I got the free version to do some things, but then it obviously cut me off. And as you can see right now, we're at 2 cents. So, and I will mention too, when using DeepSeek, your context window is only 64,000, where I think when I was using Claude, it was 200,000. So that might get interesting if we hit our context window. I mean, it's not a big deal when you do, you just have to start a new task. I would like to mention that we have just now passed the 10-minute mark and we are pretty much at 3 cents, which this is a lot cheaper than Claude, but we really haven't gotten anywhere yet in 10 minutes. You know, with Claude, we were pretty far along after 10 minutes, even though I spent a little more money. But what's better, money or speed? Or, you know, do you want it cheap and fast? Well, that means the quality is going to suck. You remember that old pyramid that you used to see in, usually it was in a mechanic shop. It had like fast, quality, and like cost or something. You know, it's either, you know, and you can only have two. So I think DeepSeek, though, is definitely the cheapest one. I don't think it's the worst, but compared to Claude 3.7, nothing beats Claude right now. I'm sorry. And I would like to mention that my favorite Rockstars were out of stock, and so I had to get this watermelon one. I don't like this one. This one is strong. In a bad way. Hey, Rockstar, you want to sponsor me? No, they don't. So as we're approaching the 15-minute mark, the one good thing is I hadn't had to approve anything yet. It hasn't, and it doesn't seem to have too many errors. It does seem to be fixing them right away, which I always love that about using Claude, is it sees it and fixes it. DeepSeek seems to be doing the same thing. We're at 5.5 cents. And I mean, so far it's built 4 pages. So, ay. Now, I do like to mention, I'm sitting here watching this thing, and it has spent about 5 minutes now trying to fix this one error in the page file. You know, it seems to have issues with properly escaping characters. Claude did not have that issue. DeepSeek, it can't seem to fix it. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to let it sit here and keep trying to fix the same error over and over again before either I go fix it myself or I give up on this project. We'll see. Okay, so just after a few minutes of that last little rant I went on, we're at basically 9 cents, and it says it's done. And we're barely at 20 minutes. Really? Let's just see what we got. All right, so after having to update my Node.js there, here's the website that we got. Very basic, very simple. It is definitely not as nice as the other ones that we've built. And of course, none of the pages work. I mean, it did find the right pictures to include in the services. It did use, but it didn't make a nice hero image. Once again, nothing works. I don't know why people are acting like this one's so great. So once again, here's our website that it built. I mean, it's not bad, but none of these links work, you know, for SEO purposes. You know, I wanted all these to work. Nothing actually is clickable. The footer sucks. The header sucks. And like I said, nothing actually works. So when I was using Claude, this is the website Claude built me, which everything works. Everything's beautiful. Everything looks good. I mean, once again, these are what I call like 90% websites. Like, I would not say this is a perfect website, but who knows? Maybe somebody thinks it is. But I mean, I would be more than happy to tell a customer, hey, here's where I'm at with your website, show them this, and say, so what do you want me to do to it? You know, they might just say, this is great, let's run with it. But like I said, Claude works every time. Every link works. I picked the wrong picture, so that's why for EV charging, we have a picture of a kitchen. But as you can see on this page, extremely boring. Nothing's clickable. No definition. And this was only one prompt. This here was only one prompt. It did all this for me in one prompt with Claude. DeepSeek. I'm sorry. I'm out on DeepSeek still. Claude is still the best right now. So that's all I got for you today. That's all I'm going to talk about. So have a good one. See you again.